Good afternoon, I'm Lewis. I'm going to give you a quick video tutorial on some of the basics of Maya and how to create a bookcase. So what we're going to do first of all is, obviously Maya is all controlled with your mouse, which obviously goes left and right, up, down, however you move your mouse. If you press Alt and hold down the left click, you can spin your axis up, down, left, right, whichever way you want it to be. Hold down the roller bar on your mouse, like up and down, lets you zoom in and out. Now if you hold down Alt and press the roller, it brings up a cross which lets you go left, right, up, down. Now unfortunately my Microsoft mouse prohibits me from doing it on Maya because it's linked to my background, so when I hold down my mouse it comes up something like this and it lets me go through like my different backgrounds instead. So we're going to go to the top here, and before you start any Maya production or any project, you want to go to project window and make sure you've got it set in the right place. So you want to go to, I'm going to set a new project, so I've already got it set up as Bookcase, so I'm going to click accept, and I'm going to go to file. I am then going to set project just in case it hasn't set, and you only want to single click. So if you double click it, you're going to go too far and you're going to get inside the actual different like files that are set inside your project. So you want to select Bookcase, select set, and you're ready to go. Now you can click new scene. All it's going to do is don't save because I've messed up the grid axis before. So every new one comes up, it starts on animation and general. You want to turn both of these into polygons. You want to select your cube. From selecting your cube, you want to hold down and drag the base of the wire across and then drag it up, and that gives you your wireframe outline of your model. Now selecting number 5 on the keyboard will fill out the wireframe and 4 goes back to wireframe, because people work differently. I don't mind. I actually sometimes prefer working with wireframe, but that's just me. If you hit space, you've got your top down, your side view and your bottom view of all that different things. So obviously I can click on there, look at the top. Now there's not really much going on because it is just a cube, so it's just the top. So we're going to go back into here, and our model's already selected. If you hit W on the keyboard, it will bring up some arrows which you can mess around with. So the blue arrow makes you go left and right, the red arrow makes you go back and forth. I hit the yellow one then in the middle, which lets you go all over the place, back and forth, and green lets you go up, up, up and down. Selecting E will let you rotate. Now I've selected all over the place there, but E will let you rotate. So if you hit just the green line, for instance, you'll go left to right. If you hit the blue line, you can spin out its axis, as you've just seen there, and red just lets you go up and down. Now if you want to go back, if you made a mistake, because obviously I don't want my bookcase obviously to look like that, so I'm just going to hit Control Z and go back to when it was standing up straight, which is about there. Now Maya, just like most projects, only has a limited amount of like time to go back, so just try not to make too many mistakes, because if you make a mistake you'll have to make a whole like original image again. I'm going to click R, which is the one we're going to be needing right now, and this lets us scale the model down. So obviously that's supposed to be the side of my bookcase and that's too thick, so I'm going to grab this red one here and it's going to decrease the depth. So that's decrease the depth to a nice size. It's a bit wide, so I'm going to bring it in a little bit and make it a little bit taller. See about there. That looks about nice. So I press W again just to drag that out of the grid, because I don't like it being in the grids. Right, the next thing you want to do is go up to your top and you've got Edit Mesh. So I'm going to select Edit Mesh and you're going to select Insert Edge Loop Tool. Now I recommend selecting this one here because you can do more when you've got the options open. Now normally I'm going to go around and select each edge, but I'm going to show you what you can do when you use multiple edge loops. So you can have like 10, 9, 8. So let's just put like 8 in for an example. I click that and that gives me like that. And now obviously that doesn't look very organic and natural for shells, because those shells are very thick in between. I mean, I could do 2 and then separate them up, but then they're too small now. So I'm just going to Control Z out of all of them and go on equal distance from the edge. So what I'm first going to do, I'm going to alternate for a start. I'm going to make the sides, because most bookcases have two sides before the shelves. So you put the sides in there, and we put the sides in there, like that. If you hold down left, you can actually move this left and right. It only lets you go between the two edge loop tools. So I've not got one there, so I'm going all the way along. But that one stops me when I get to this loop tool. So make that about there, about the same. Then next thing I'm going to do is select one there, so it just says that's the top of the shelves, and one there that lets me know it's the bottom. Now how you put your shelves on is entirely up to you, so I'm just going to put them any old way, so I'll try and base it on my bookcase that's in my bedroom. So there's one, that's shelves, there's second shelf, third shelf, fourth one's quite big, so I've got models in it, so I'll put that one about there. And then at the top there I've got some trophies, so I'll basically put that one like that and that one like that because they're a bit smaller books. Actually that looks weird, so I'm just going to remove them actually. So what I'm going to do now is you want to select the mouse on the arrow key, because if you don't, you're going to start selecting edge loops again. If you hold down right, normally previously we're in object mode, so when it's all green. What you want to do is select face. So select your face mode, and you want to highlight one of these panels. Now, spin it around a bit so I can see it better. What you want to click now is that one there, which is extrude. That's the one I always use. Now the other way of finding it is obviously you just go to edit mesh and extrude there. So you've got that selected already. If you hold down shift, you can select the other panels. Okay. Now this is where you want to click extrude. So you click extrude, and this does basically similar to what R does, but it sucks in and sucks out, so it stretches. So if I was to click the red one, it would drag it out, but it would also keep it there, so it would just stretch it across the page as with green. So what we're trying to do is we want to decrease the depth of this, so we click on the blue one, which will suck it all the way in. We don't want to go too far back though, because otherwise it ends up coming through the back. So we want to move that forward a little bit. I want to move that forward a little bit more, about there. So it's not gone through the back, and you can see that's sort of like a bookcase. The last thing I could probably do to finish this off is to select that edge there and select that edge there, click my extrude again, and just slightly lift it up, because bookcases normally have those top little lip things on the side. And that is pretty much done. And how to make a bookcase. Select object mode, and there you have it. There's my bookcase. Quite similar to the one that's in my bedroom actually, except it's not filled with books and models. Later on I will teach you how to put materials on this to actually make it look like you want it to. I mean, I can show you a quick tutorial on how to do that now. What we want to do is assign a material, so I want to click Fong, because obviously anything that's lambent won't project light, but stuff that's Fong, so a bookcase will project light. Now obviously my bookcase is actually white, so I've got that Fong on there now, and if I want to choose a colour, because my bookcase is actually white and all the shelves are white, I just click white, select, there is my white bookcase, and I can go then, there, you can just see it's all naturally white. And the only thing that's not white on my bookcase is probably that bit there. So select all them, and then put Fong on them as well. But if I make them more of like a brown colour, because obviously that's like the wooden effect. So if it looks like this orange, make it a bit darker in there, make like a chipboard sort of effect. Normally you would use like materials, but I'm just using white paint because that pretty much is what my bookcase looks like, and I put brown at the back, and that obviously gives it like a chipboard looking effect. But I probably would use a material if I wanted to make it look more like chipboard, but that's just your simple, and that's just my simple white and brown bookcase that's in my bedroom. That's pretty much it. So thanks for watching the tutorial. I hope this helped, and have a good day.